Mama made some Dolly Parton cornbread.
Hello and
Hello.
welcome. I said I was going live.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hello. I am Prophetic Fire Reiki, but you could call me Jennifer. That's my brother over there. Uh, his name is JoJo Speaks. You could call him Jonathan.
Talking about
Hey.
Dolly Parton cornbread as we're going live. My apologies, y'all.
No worries. So, have you had it before?
Oh yeah, Mama makes it all the time now. Ever since she started making it, that's the only cornbread she makes now.
It's
It's a
better than
little.
Jiffy.
I think so. Well, I would say so. Yes.
Well, of
Because
course, if she's getting it.
I like the cornbread like at Kiki's Chicken and Waffles. That's a little bit sweet.
Hmm.
And we went to this new soul food restaurant on Farrow
Why?
Road.
Why do you put the quotations up?
Because it has the makings of soul food, but it's just soul food. But it's like
What, in your opinion, leaves it devoid of soul?
I think the lack of options on the menu. The menu is extremely small. Like it only has like maybe 5 or 6 entrees on it, and they only have like
Like
maybe
chicken and
yeah, they have chicken, fish, pork chop, oxtails. So I guess yeah, it is a soul food restaurant, but it wasn't necessarily my favorite. Anyways, I said all that to say the cornbread that they have was really really good. Although when I went to pick it up, the top completely came off on the bottom of it. So yeah, it wasn't together, held together like it
it
should be. But it
sounds
was
like
really
the oven wasn't evenly heating up and not everything
yeah.
cooking as one.
But I did like the cornbread though. The cornbread was nice and sweet. And the waitress was excellent, excellente. I have to tell her she gave us excellent customer service, and it was a beautiful space. Like the way that they designed it, like the floor
Mhm.
was marble. They had different fixtures up. It was a nice place. The sweet tea was good. Yeah, but
How
I
was
told
your
Mama
entree?
I got the fried chicken. I got fried chicken wings. The wings were a little soft. It wasn't necessarily crunchy per se. It looked like fried chicken, but when you bite into fried chicken, you expect a little bit of a crunch, but it was a little bit soft and almost wet in a way. I don't know. It wasn't my thing, and I didn't like
So,
the macaroni and cheese either.
so it sounds like they had that chicken like they covered it and and let the like if it was hot, like when it gets out the fryer, of
Mhm.
course it's going to be crispy, right?
Right, of course.
It seems like they keep it somewhere where they let the steam from the hotness build up and make
Like
everything.
like under a heat lamp or something.
A heat lamp wouldn't do that. A heat
Okay.
lamp is like basically the food is still able to breathe while staying hot,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Because of the heat.
Right.
But say if you put it into like a to-go box,
Yeah.
that's how it gets all mushy. Maybe they put it in somebody's to-go box before they put it in your on your plate.
Maybe they did. I mean, it tasted decent, but it just wasn't crunchy the way that I wanted it to be. Oh,
As anybody would want fried chicken to be.
right. And can you believe that me and mommy waited almost 40 minutes at Metro Diner on Sunday? Almost 40 minutes. Because mama don't like to wait.
Oh, of course, but did it look like it was busy
Oh,
or
absolutely. When I went in there to put our name down, every single table was filled.
were you
That is
waiting 40 minutes for the
basically
table or for your food?
40 minutes for the table. The food came out
Oh,
pretty
okay.
quickly. The food
Okay,
came
okay,
out pretty
okay.
quickly. I love their cheesy grits. I was turned on to cheesy grits when cheese grits when I went to college. I had never tried it before. I went to college, but ever since, like that's really the only way that I want to eat my grits nowadays.
Oh shoot, yeah. Well, I only eat grits, with eggs, but then again, you don't eat eggs, so that means cheesy grits would be the epitome of grits.
And Mama said the eggs were excelente. Even though she was upset that she paid $4 for them, she and maybe I shouldn't have said the restaurant's name while I'm giving all these critiques, but I'll
Well,
know that
you
for
gave good and bad, you know what I'm saying? Not
oh
everybody's
yes,
perfect.
because I still got a little bit of my fried chicken sandwich in the refrigerator that I'm eating on tonight,
Yes,
honey.
please.
And that's one of the. It's really interesting to me how I can eat cheese on some sandwiches, but on some sandwiches I don't want it. I definitely don't want cheese on my burger at all. I will never want cheese on my burger
Maybe
whatsoever.
it's because of the texture, because burgers may be already kind of soft, and
Mhm.
adding cheese to it is just another layer of issue or texture. I don't know.
Right. But the weird thing to me is that I don't mind chicken cheese on chicken sandwiches too much. I don't mind it
So your
that much on
chicken
chicken.
sandwiches, they're fried, right?
Yes.
So uh maybe it is a texture thing.
It might
Because
be.
I can understand getting past cheese on the chicken sandwich because, the crispiness kind of flows through and you kind of don't mind it, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, Dustin.
Hey Justin.
Welcome. It's really good to see you here. Y'all, Monday is here.
It is.
Monday is present and accounted for. I already saw an April Fool's uh Instagram post or whatever. I
Really.
was like, I don't want it to be April yet, but we still got one more day because March has 31 days.
Absolutely.
So that works out. Miss Kim, look at her. Is this a Palm Springs picture, Miss Kim?
Because that's what it looks like. You in the sun with your shades on, girl.
Welcome.
Good evening, Miss Kim.
She says, "Hey J and J." Um, movie Justin. He says, "Hey to Dustin, Kim, and panel. Hello, peace and blessings unto you. We bless
Good e-
you."
good evening, Justin. So glad you're here.
Okay, God bless. All right. Miss Kim says my cornbread is bomb. I hooked that little box of Jiffy Mix up. I had an ex waiting wanted to marry me behind that cornbread.
Wow. I mean, put it on him, make him want to marry you. Okay, Miss Kim.
We're gonna have to talk about that soon. Hold on a second. Because I have so many thoughts and strong feelings about this. And Miss Kim also said hello to Justin as well as Dustin. Yo, why do I have such a disdain for Rashida?
I don't know because I honestly don't have much issue with her personally, besides the fact that she's willing to make herself look like a fool for I don't know how many seasons of Love and Hip Hop because she's been on there since season one and she's still on there to this day. But I mean, I don't.
You know what's funny? For the foolishness that she goes through, I low key kind of feel sorry for her in that aspect because that man she's with is all she knows.
Mhm.
And I kind of like put that with some Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, me personally, when I see someone voluntarily putting themselves through trauma, I have issue having
And have
feeling
no
sorry for
problem.
them.
Not Jonathan. In front of people though.
On national TV, yeah, no, I have no room for sorrows.
Looking stupid and sticking around and trying to act all, like, I don't go for that.
The nigga had a whole baby on you on the show.
And then on top of that, the nigga was still trying to have hot relations with the baby mama that was exposed, and you're still around. It's absolutely disgusting.
Why would I feel sorry for her? I don't. I feel
I
nothing
do
for
feel sorry
her
for
at
her in
all.
that aspect because for you to be okay with putting yourself or keeping yourself in that kind of trauma, that
Mhm.
means there is something wrong with you, in my opinion. Now, the reason I've as we were talking about this, Jonathan, I realized why I don't like her.
Okay. Okay.
It's the whole thing with K Michelle. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. Okay. I can't even remember why they were beefing to begin. Oh, they were beefing because Rashida didn't believe K Michelle. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
And let's be real. She didn't have to believe, right?
Right.
But I think back then we didn't have as much language and thought process behind what it means to believe of survivor or what it means to let somebody have that space. Even if you can't see it because it wasn't done to you, does not mean or whoever you because the only reason why she was saying this because Toya says she never had that experience and there's no way that that was it. I'm sure she said that
Mhm.
behind scenes, but you can have your opinions about something and at the same time not discredit what somebody's experience was.
Right.
And I just think it's so crazy. Rashida cried with that girl.
So would you have rather her just not say that she didn't believe that it happened and just say, "I'm so sorry you went through that," and just leave it at that?
That's all she had to do.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Because she didn't have to
literally
take it that
all she
step
had to do.
further to say, "Well, I don't believe it." Like, and even if she said, "That's never been my experience around him. I've never seen those type of signs around him." No, you can't say that either because that leads
Mm-mm,
to you not believing the actual
exactly.
victim themselves. Yeah, so,
And, and
mhm,
this and this like whether you believe or not, let's just focus on her experience. And she never had to affirm or confirm or say that I believe. All she had to do, I'm sorry for what you went through.
and no one should have to go through that.
Yes, and leave that there.
Mhm,
But I think they put her up to trying to dispel what she was saying.
mm.
I think so. Because I think for them it wouldn't have been enough because it took her a minute for her to say, "Well, maybe it didn't happen."
Yeah, she didn't say that till, like, one of the last episodes. So, yeah.
And these are the reasons why when K Michelle threw a candle at her
Mhm.
and told her that she rapped like Shawty Low, it made it real difficult for me to be like, no. You know what I'm saying?
'Cause it was the truth.
A lit candle. That let me tell you something. That moment, Jonathan,
Yeah.
William Jonathan Lee McCullum,
Yes.
that moment blessed my heart.
Mm.
It was still lit, Jonathan.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's when it was good.
It
It was
was.
it was still lit. And it's like there's no other reason to be okay with anything she has to say. Because once again, she didn't have to say, "Oh no, I believe it. Call the police. I hate
Right.
Toya now." You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. It didn't. It never had to go. I hate my friend now because she's with this man that did this to this woman. She never. It doesn't have to be that. Just be with her
Mhm.
in the space that she's in
Mhm.
and move on and move forward.
All you have to
Especially,
be in that circumstance is a listening ear. You don't even have to give feedback in that moment. Just say, "I'm here for you. I'm with you. I support you," and keep it pushing.
not even, not even. It didn't have to be all of that. Miss Kim says Rashida gets on my nerves. She's a certified fool. Her and Christy, Jim Jones' forever girlfriend. Let me tell you something. Thank you for my next topic. Look, that Chrissy, I'll have to say I was here for her to, bulk of the time, especially that with that stuff with Yanni. That's why I don't like Yanni to this day
Right.
because I see what Chrissy was talking about.
Yes.
Let's take
Yes.
another step back. And of course, like when Toya and that man went on that couples therapy show
Mhm.
and he was this close to putting fist to face on her. And now it's like, oh, somebody owe K Michelle an apology.
Yeah.
It's like, but what's crazy for me, I never needed that revelation.
Yeah. I
Because
I
anybody speaking that, you know, that assuredly, that, telling their story in that way,
Mhm.
I'm sorry, the story remained the same. I never believed that she was lying.
No, me either. She had 0 reason to lie. 0 reason to lie on him. Why would she lie on him? What would she lie on him for? She had no reason to lie on him whatsoever. I will have to say that, I loved Chrissy as well, afterwards. The thing is, like, I was sort of kind of on Yandy's side initially
Hmm.
because I did feel like Chrissy was trying to get in between Jim Jones and Yandy, but I didn't realize that Chrissy was seeing through Jim Jones's or everybody else's rose-colored glasses and saw Yandy for who she was and why she probably wanted to be on that show because she wanted to be a star and she wanted to make things about her. When you're a manager, things are about the artist, not about you. So when you're talking about make sure I get my money and my money, my money, my money, it's like, but how about you making money for Jim? Like that should be your goal is to make sure that his pockets stay fat. But I began to after I had that revelation, then I saw clips of Chrissy coming back to like a Love and Hip Hop vacation type thing where
Yeah.
they brought people together. And Chrissy and Jim Jones' mother sort of kind of mended things. And that was so
Mhm.
beautiful for me to see. And I gained such a new respect for Chrissy in that moment. Although I have my certain, opinions on her staying with Jim and proposing to Jim, those are
Well,
different things. But at the end of the day, I do respect the woman.
but with the proposal and staying, those are her dreams. You
Exactly.
know what I'm
That's
saying?
that's what she wants to do. And once again, like why would I feel sorry for Chrissy for not being married or for,
'Cause she's happy where she's at,
right, exactly,
apparently.
but or for having to propose to a man that seemingly doesn't want to propose to you. That's what you're signing up for. So hey, go for it. If you like
For
it,
you.
I ain't gotta love it, but I'll support you in your endeavors. But those are her decisions to make. But
Yeah.
I do enjoy Chris. She is the epitome of a grown woman.
Like,
A
I
grown
really
woman,
enjoyed her principle that she stood on.
for sure.
When she stumped out Kimbella, I thought, like, what was funny, so many people were confused.
About what?
Like, why would she do that? And but let's be real, just looking at Emily as we're in a space where she's trying to celebrate her, you know,
Her
doing
independence.
something for herself, her independence, which she
Right.
apparently never kept.
But hey,
But
for the
hey,
moment, that's what it was.
okay, that's what it was at that time. Okay,
Exactly.
we all
Exactly.
knew what that particular assignment was for that particular day.
Exactly.
But she Emily kept the face of like, what the F is going on? Why is she telling me this on the moment when I should be celebrating me? And you're deciding to tell me this now. And you can tell that's not that kind of girl. I like Chrissy because she knew that Emily wasn't that kind of girl.
Exactly. Right.
And
Right.
she got upset for her. That's
Exactly.
somebody, and
Mhm.
sometimes it doesn't even have to be a best friend. It's like that girl that's watching a bully come after, somebody that's just not a fighter, that's not the
Right.
girl. They just coming after somebody that's a little bit more meek. That's not a bad thing, but that's just who they are. And if you want to bully somebody that's ready to come back at you. You know what I'm saying? But of course, that's what bullies do, come at the meek.
Because it means nothing to antagonize a weak target, an easy target. It means nothing. What do you accomplish by antagonizing someone who's not on your level, as far as that is concerned? Your victory is meaningless because it was so
Absolutely
easy. There was no work involved.
none. And it was wonderful. Maybe people thought that the level of coming at Kimbella that she did was too much, but I feel like every bit of it, every stomp was warranted.
I think people who feel that way don't understand the relationship between Chrissy and Emily and the
Hmm.
bond that they have of being girlfriends of rappers and them
Yeah.
both literally being in the same exact situation. Emily wanting for Fabulous to be monogamous, wanting them to have a real relationship, not out here with all these hoes. Chrissy wants the
Foolishness.
same exact thing. Not that I think that Jim was cheating on her
Running
or
around. I
anything,
don't
but
think
she
I don't.
but she wanted to be married and
Yeah.
she wanted to have that wife life.
And
And
you
so
come in.
right, exactly. So,
That was wonderful. And of course, that back and forth with Samaya. Um you just out here winging it. Like, as a girlfriend of and a committed girlfriend, longtime girlfriend of a rapper that is, this was after all of the rise to fame for Jim.
mhm,
So she was just trying to maintain and continue on his legacy.
yeah,
And she was so right saying like this is all wrong. And just looking at somebody, I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was all wrong from whatever little bit you might have heard, sis. I believe it. And her doing her best to protect, her interest, which is her man.
My favorite part of that season was Jim Jones pulling up on Samaya's manager and forcing him to say something to the camera. Like, I can't, first of all, I can't believe they actually put that on TV because that could have been a deadly situation. Not to say that it would have gotten there, but it could have.
Okay.
But
Because we
yeah,
saw
no,
it was serious.
but that's another situation where, although I feel like it was warranted, that man ain't about that life. You know he's running scared.
But there's a difference. There's
Yeah,
a difference.
because he was
Because if
talking about
you
Chrissy.
because if you talking like that,
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you
That's
put
it.
yourself in a situation. And what can we do at this point?
Or you liable to get your ass whooped.
And there we go. There we have it. There we have it. It's like we can't. There's nothing we can do. Nothing further we can do, ma'am and sir. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? What can we do?
Yeah.
You put yourself there.
He did.
But yeah, the whole winging it thing, and when Yandy and Chrissy almost fought at that with what Erica Mena was there and all that stuff.
At that club in Miami.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
I
I felt
was I
so
was
sorry for Chrissy in that moment.
me too, and it's like um after Chrissy was gone, moving on to what's the young lady that sold the shoes? Don't it's no slight to her, Rashida.
Rashida. Yeah,
Yes,
Rashida.
I liked how
Ra
she
Ali is her
Ra
name.
Ali. There we go.
Mhm.
I really liked how she clocked Yandy on how she be doing. She be just be acting like she don't know. What? I told who? What?
Right.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
But I'm happy she got that out. And I was hoping that everybody else out there in these streets would be able to see that same thing, because that's that kind of thing that she's still doing to this day. She's still
Yeah.
gaslighting the hoes
I mean, but
to this
Yandy
day.
is a perfectionist at pushing her own narrative, and protecting that narrative with all that she has. And she's never going to let go of it. And I would hate to live like that. I would
And
hate to
soon
live like that.
and at this point, it's like Love and Hip Hop's been canceled.
Love and Hip Hop Miami has been canceled.
Miami. So is Atlanta still going?
Atlanta's still going.
Oh girl.
Atlanta's still going because I keep on seeing previews for the next season with Rashida
Yeah,
telling
you're
someone
right.
that someone died.
I was
So
hoping that
yeah,
was the last one.
I don't know. We'll see. It might
Oof,
be.
child. Anyway, Miss Kim says that's an old picture, no braces, sunny day in Chicago about 5 years ago. Okay,
All right.
that was a beautiful day.
It was.
Lady Virgo, God bless you.
Hey,
So
Lady
good to see
Virgo.
you. She says good evening to everyone. She says to Dustin, Justin, Miss Kim, hey, happy Monday to you all. Miss Kim says, if I ever propose to a man, please commit me and make sure my straight jacket is pink because I have clearly lost my mind.
Right.
Let's stay
Right.
right here. That's the last thing about Chrissy. I really felt sorry for her. I knew it meant a lot for her to, well, if he ain't doing it, I might as well. And she made a
Yeah.
whole moment of it. And that's another thing that's like, ugh. And then, of course, I'm thinking they might have had to sell it for the next season, for the next show.
Yeah.
I'll propose to her. And the thing is, I knew nothing was going to come of any of that.
Yeah.
I
So
knew,
sad.
because a man that wants to marry you will indeed marry you. And I think, with being together so long and having the wife benefits for so long, it's like, at this point, what's the point?
Right. That's one of those many situations where you're in between a rock and a hard place because you love this man, you love him with all of your heart, you want to spend the rest of your life with him. But at the same time, your dream, your ultimate fantasy dream is to walk down the aisle in the white dress with the preacher and the bridesmaids and the groomsmen and your parents and your family being there. And you want that dream. on the current season of 90 Day Fiance, there's this young man, Rick. Well, not young man, he's 52 years old, but this man named Rick is dating this woman from Madagascar. She's like in her 20s or 30s or whatever the case might be. And she wants children, but he already has 5 kids, 3 that are grown and 2 that are younger from a previous marriage. And she's from Madagascar, and in their culture, it's the women have children, and he's clearly telling us as the audience that he doesn't want kids. He
Does he
hasn't told
tell
her
her?
yet. He
Oh,
hasn't told her
girl.
yet, but it's like she has to make the decision. Yes, she loves this man, but if she wants kids, she's gonna have to go find somebody else who's willing to do that for her. So it's
Oof.
it's so sad to be in those situations because love is like the strongest thing in the world that is so hard to separate yourself from. And
It's true.
when the person that you love is not willing to give you the thing that you want the most, I can't imagine that feeling at all. And I do feel for those people who go through those situations because I can't imagine having to make that decision. I leave the person I love for the thing that I want, but at the same time, I still want the person that I love. It's just so hard to
Good.
try to navigate.
This is why you have the conversations. And we
Exactly.
have to keep it real with ourselves and what we want. So it
Right.
won't be as difficult to take the step back that's required for somebody that doesn't want one of the main huge things that, you know, is a
That you
deal breaker
desire.
for our lives.
Right.
Because children, that's a deal breaker right there.
It is.
For sure. And that's no hateration or holleration for anybody that doesn't want children because that's their choice. Just make sure you get with somebody that has the just
Okay.
make sure you get with somebody that has the same things. But well, what if they already have a child, John? You cool with that?
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay, you're just not trying to make none.
No, no, none of my
Okay.
own. I
So
don't need another me running around here.
my stepdaddy dreams are still on and going.
I'm just waiting for the day for you to sing that song to me when I am officially a stepdaddy.
Stepdaddy! You ain't my
You ain't
daddy.
my
Shut
daddy.
up!
Shut up. Yeah.
I'm gonna just tell you shut up every once in a while just cuz.
And I know exactly where it's coming from.
Shut up.
Shut up. But yeah, that's what you said. You have to have those conversations early on before we really get into the mix, before we truly fall in love with each other and have all these expectations in your mind. Like, I want a kid and I'm sure he wants kids too. So we'll be perfect. Like,
You
no, you
can't do
cannot
that to
assume
yourself.
those type of things because those are important things. Like, his name is Rick and the girl's name is Trisha. So Rick
No.
keeps telling her, we'll talk about it later, or, I haven't made
Uh-uh.
that decision. And then
Mm-mm.
she took him to he went to Madagascar to go see him. It's before the 90 days,
So
so
he's
she
just
hasn't
trying to
come
stay
to
on
America
TV.
yet. Right. And
Oh, okay.
so she introduced him to her family, and her father is like, you either giving my daughter some kids or you out the door, sir. You out the door. And on the most recent episode, he's putting his feet to the fire. Do you want kids or not? Do you want kids or not?
See,
That answer is prevalent and available whenever someone gets to a certain age. Like, I know I don't want kids. Rick knows he don't want kids. That's not a middle of the road type thing. No, it's a yes or no. Period. Point blank.
the silence is enough for me.
Absolutely. There's a hesitation. Oh, that's a no.
Oh no, that's a no. That's a no.
Because if it's a yes, it's a yes. It's an
Because
exuberant yes. Yes, I
because
love
let's be
kids.
real, you're not still thinking about it or considering those things. There's no
Right.
way. There's
Mhm.
no way. A grown person knows what they want. And
Exactly.
what bothers me is some people are okay with lying to themselves and
Mhm.
trying to well, he didn't say no, so
Mm-mm. You can't do that to yourself. You cannot do that to yourself.
Yeah,
Because you're selling yourself short. You're selling yourself short of your dream.
absolutely. Absolutely. Okay.
And I also don't feel like someone should fall into a type of situation where they say yes just to appease someone,
That's
because having
disgusting.
children and getting married are life-changing events.
Or I didn't
Literally
know it'd be this
life-changing.
many or
Right. And you can't renege on those things. Yes, you can sort of kind of renege on marriage, but marriage, really, that's you've always have been married. Even if you get divorced, you were married at one point in time. And in some way you might be connected to that person for the rest of your life. So, you have to think about those decisions before you make them, and make them for yourself, not for someone else.
amen and amen. Uh Lady Virgo says, Miss Kim, oh my, we're talking about her straight jacket. Auntie Robin,
Good evening, Auntie
God bless you.
Robin.
She
Auntie
said,
Robin and Lady Virgo and I were talking about during my 90 Day Fiance
mhm.
review the fact that I love me a thick man, honey. I love me. Auntie Robin said, me too, Joe Nathan. I said, yes.
Auntie Robin says, please read this in your most ebonified way possible. Oh Lord. Hold on, let me. I'm gonna read this slow and I'm gonna do it one more time, okay? I
Okay.
need to get the breath of it.
Okay.
Okay. I've been done was waiting for you to go live and ain't nothing happened. You went live, but my screen did not. It do be okay. I was able to see now.
All right. We're
I
so
think
glad
that's
that
just fine. I don't need to go back.
you did it awesome. You did an awesome job with that, Jennifer.
Yes, I don't even think that's Ebonic. That sounds Southern to me.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, Lady Virgo says, Auntie Robin, hey again, Robin, happy Monday. Lady Virgo says, prophetic fire Reiki. Jojo speaks, hey you guys, God bless you. Also, P.S. I hope you're feeling much better now, Jen. I absolutely am. I don't have any angst going on within me. I'm feeling just fine. Everything has settled down down there.
Oh yes. I was
Don't
thinking about
mind
your
me.
tooth. No, you were talking about your yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I saw a TikTok video of a dude. It's a Caucasian fellow, and
Hmm.
he said his girlfriend is on her period is on her period, and she showed me a video depicting exactly what happens during that time in the uterus, and he says, "Yep, nope, I can't do that."
Yeah. Yeah. Me either.
He said, "Imagine your balls saying, I'm evicting everything out of here because there's no pregnancy in here. So I'm going to, hey,
Yeah. Yeah.
with a gush of blood out your dick." I was I said, I guess he gets it now.
Yeah.
Yay.
I don't want to get it.
No need to.
No, none, not at all.
And you know what? You won't have anybody try to make you understand because you
Okay.
still give respect regardless.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
that's what matters. Auntie Robin says, did I say, I'll do it one more time. Hey, Auntie Robin. She says, good evening. Good evening, y'all. All. I'm still stuck in the Southern. Hey, Genesita, Jonathan, Lady Virgo, Miss Kim, Justin, and I'm sure she means Dustin as well. Miss Kim says, I wouldn't be with the man wants children because I can't have them. I'm not even getting involved with them. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. What's the point? What is the point?
yeah. This is why we talk.
Yeah.
This is why we have conversation.
Or maybe even in that talk, you can think of different avenues in which you can achieve that goal.
Mm-hmm. She says, I want kids, but it's not happening. You know, I know it's okay. Well, you know what? If you've already thought about the other avenues and it's just not for you, I
Mhm.
can respect that.
Absolutely.
I can respect that for sure, Miss Kim. But who knows how them conversations may turn out with that man though?
Who
Who
knows?
knows?
You never know where it could go. You know?
Who knows? I feel like I need to sing it. Who knows? Who knows? Okay.
Absolutely.
Mm. Anywho, that's what I love about conversation. That's why me and Tyrone got so close before we even got together
Mm.
because we were on the phone every night
Yeah.
for a very long time.
Mm.
No, I'm a kind of girl. I can be on the phone all day, all night, and a lot of times I don't really mind like silence.
Yeah.
And
I can't stand silence
if I
in a
have,
conversation.
and that's why I can't stay on the phone. There you go. For me, sometimes if I have literally nothing to say, eventually I say something to the effect of "I like chicken," And
You saw my face, I guess.
yes, that's my go-to. Even to
Yeah.
this day, that's my go-to. And yeah, conversation usually doesn't start up from there, but it's like, huh, yeah,
Because
okay.
for me, once we get to that level, that means it's time for me to hang up.
Like, all right, bye. But it's like
ain't,
it's
ain't,
both.
ain't, ain't shit else for us to talk about anyways. What I'm gonna say on the phone with you for? But I mean, hey, that was y'all's thing. So if Tyrone's cool with it, then so be it.
It's not like he was doing anything either.
Right.
Or I think the reason why it worked so well with Tyrone, because he would always be doing something. Not always, but he'd be busy. You know what I'm saying? He'd be doing stuff, but he'd always have me like in his ear or something like that, or
Okay.
you know, or we'd actually have things to talk about. Who knows, man? But I was that girl on the phone, baby. All right. Gosh, I really came on here with nothing, as per usual.
When did that
Uh,
Rashida topic come to your mind? Because you had that right at the top.
um, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I was just thinking about it.
Okay.
Um,
Gotcha.
I guess. I don't know. Miss Kim says, I wouldn't mind adopting, but I'd want a committed man involved who wants to be a dad. Okay.
Absolutely.
So at least you do have, those standards, those boundaries.
Right.
And I that sounds like that could work. Sounds like it could work. I encourage you to adopt black babies. White babies are cool though.
I can't see
Asian
Miss
babies.
Kim adopting anything but a black child.
You I'm not saying it's bad too,
No, not
but
at all.
n- I think about the people that go all the way to China or like other countries to get children.
They
Now,
have their reasons, so it is
I
what it is.
think the children with disabilities. Now, I understand going to another country getting a child with a disability
Mhm.
because that family with dwarfism or
Okay.
the families, there's a family with dwarfism that I used to watch. I really forgot their names, but they went to Asian countries to adopt their little people children.
Okay. Okay.
So I was like, yo, all of that makes sense and I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But hearing about stories of Caucasianites getting um children from different countries, and sometimes they're not aware of whatever diseases or issues that they might have and end up having to have a big medical bill because of the child that they just adopted. It's
Not
like,
doing their
yeah, we're sending
research.
her back.
Yeah.
But even if you do your research, sometimes that information is just not even available because they just want the child adopted out. So it's like,
Wow.
well, we ain't telling them.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's or there's a chance that the medical know-how was not available to the baby
Right.
child.
Because of the place where they are.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's so many different situations, but there's plenty of children out here in these streets that is
Here
yeah.
in America, y'all.
Yeah.
Here in America.
Auntie Robert says the little couple, Jen, the doctor, and I can't remember the husband's names. Yes, them two. They have their two little Asian little people.
Did the woman wear
Children.
glasses? I think I remember that.
Yes, and she's a whole doctor.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think that might have been the most mentally stable family on TLC.
Probably. Probably.
I think that's why I
Jeez
watched them
Louise.
because I really do believe. Miss Kim says, of course it's going to be a black baby or child, preferably a girl. I'm a total girl mom. I think you should get a boy too, though, because you will come to see how much a boy will
Cling
love
to his
up on
mother.
you and cling to his
Mm-hmm.
mother. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When I worked at a daycare for a short time in my life. I had 7 1-year-olds to manage throughout the day.
Mhm.
Johnny! And I mean, these 1-year-olds just turned 1.
More
So
power to you, girl. Do
it
your
it
thing.
it was fun. They were cuties. Um,
As long as you see it that way, that's all that matters.
but it was, 3 girls and 4 boys,
Okay.
and the boys were just the easiest. They were the easiest. When it came down to nap time, "All right, you guys, it's nap time." Sometimes I don't even have to say nothing to them boys. They see the mats go out, they go right where they supposed to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
But them girls had to sit down with them, pat them on their butt till they fall asleep.
Oh no.
It's like they have FOMO. They just don't want to miss nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
But the girls, it was fun that they were talkative, even though they didn't have the words yet, but they had a
Yeah.
lot to say.
Mhm.
The boys wanted the hugs. The boys wanted the, and Jonathan, I hardly ever had to really like raise my voice or talk sternly,
Yeah.
but child, the one time I had to talk sternly to one of the boys, he immediately have a seat, sir.
Because he knew you were disappointed in him. That's what it was.
I was like, you don't want to smile or
Right.
show something different because this is a moment and you have to learn from this moment, little one. So, we gonna both be in the space. But I see why people say the boys are easier because they certainly are.
Mm.
The boys will listen. They may be a little rough, do a little bit extra that you don't feel like dealing with, but they'll still be up under you though. Like, you know what, you may be a little dirty, but still cute. Trying to give me love, so I guess.
It just brings me back to Rita from Bridesmaids talking to Annie about the boys. They're filthy, they're disgusting, they say things that are horrible, and there is semen all over everything.
Now that's much later on.
I cracked a blanket in half.
Oh gosh. He cracked a baby. Okay.
Oh, Rita was my favorite. Old girl from Reno 911, my favorite on Bridesmaids for sure.
She is a hoot nanny, and I'm happy that
She's
she's just
amazing.
so
And
successful.
she gonna stay working. She gonna keep a job. Okay.
Whew, child, God bless. Okay. Auntie Robin says she's a pediatrician. Yes, I think he is in real estate. The boy is Will. The dad is Bill, and the daughter is. Oh, she about to get everything.
Okay.
But yes, that's them. So unproblematic
Mhm.
and just some intelligent people on TV. Once again, they were out there making moves, making money, being good parents. They
Mhm.
had good grandparents. Child, it was a really solid show. That's why I really didn't mind watching them. The other ones where they had a family, shoot, like the little couple got divorced. The kids, they went on wayward and stuff like that. Like, whoo, child, foolishness. But
There used to be a show of a little person couple where the male was actually trans, and he was so adorable. Like he was so cute. Oh my gosh! And their relationship was so amazing because they had the same type of dwarfism. Both of them could not walk.
hmm
And so they were both in wheelchairs or
or they're black.
motorized chairs. The guy was black, and the girl was white.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he
Hmm.
was so cute. Like, oh my gosh, like so handsome. I should say handsome because he's a grown man. So handsome. But he was
Lady
cute
Virgo.
too, though.
Lady Virgo said the 7 little Johnston's family are okay. Also, let me see.
I've never heard of them.
7 little
Is that John Sten with a T?
with a T. Yeah. Oh, I've heard of them. I haven't seen the show.
Hmm.
Ah! Oh, mama look like a mama.
She sure does.
But I'm not saying that all little people need to be around other little people, but I think it's like the way that I think about it is how black people need to be around black people sometimes.
Or how, people in the LGBTQ need to be around other people in the LGBT.
Yeah.
Yeah. Church folk need to be around other church folk. When you're around your
Just
people,
just to know
you're
how it is,
right,
because sometimes when all you have is just the other side of life, it's like you don't know what life could be being in your own shoes.
right.
If all you see are yeah, yeah. So I think it's wonderful that there are families of little people and they adopted. You can see they adopted a few.
Yeah, I saw one of their kids was Asian.
Look like two. It got a
Oh yeah,
Asian
Asian
boy and a
boy and an
girl.
Asian girl. Yeah, I see that. They look like such a
Yeah,
happy family in this picture.
they do. They now see they look unproblematic.
Okay.
That's what they look like.
I don't believe they will be Trump supporters, but don't
It
quote
it
me
don't
on
look
that.
it don't look like.
Looks like they
But
know better.
you, you know that's one thing I do say about Caucasian people. I never really totally um, trust that that isn't a possibility
You can't. You can't.
because you don't know where they come from, who they truly are on the inside. Now, if they're a talkative folk, sometimes you may get a little bit of a view of who they are, but I still keep an eyebrow up.
When I was working at Target, one of my GSTLs, her name, I won't put her name out there, but I started working there in '07, and she was like, make sure you vote, make sure you vote. She wasn't telling me who to vote for, but make sure to vote. Like I can probably guess who she was voting for in that election, but she was a nice woman, so I had no issue with it.
As
But
long as she didn't say who.
yeah, exactly, exactly. So yeah, you
But
just
you
never
know
know.
what I can also respect you being who you are, but not being like
One of them.
outwardly,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
you know.
Because not every Republican is MAGA. Like there is a difference between the two, at least to
And
me.
also not everybody is not everybody is smart enough to see. Does that make sense, Jonathan?
It does.
Okay. Because
Or
a
they
lot of
just choose not to
times
see.
yeah, and this is why I can't you can't put your stock in all of it.
Hmm.
Um because just the sheer number of people that's having such awakening moments of what they're seeing now is like, oh no, I didn't realize they would do this. And there are some people like, well, black people tried to tell us. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's like, I guess it's okay. It's gonna have to be okay that you're just realizing now, but it's like, look at the little too late, just hanging out here. Look, see this is why I live out here.
Yeah. In
Living out
space.
here with my
That's
star.
what it looks like. It looks like it's in space
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah. With I live in the future with flying cars.
UFO. Yes.
Flying cars. That's the flying cars. That's where I'm
Hmm.
at. Okay? With the big stars, whole lot of purple neon lasers, boom boom pow
Hmm.
out here. That's why I live here. All right. Anywho, let's see. Lady Virgo says their shows comes on Tuesdays on TLC. Oh, it's current. Okay.
Okay.
It look like it been coming on for a while
I might
because
find that on HBO Max.
I've seen videos of them, not video, pictures of them when they were young,
Oh, okay.
little. Auntie Robin says I haven't watched the Johnstons. I didn't. I wanted to push my luck, but the commercials make them appear quite normal. I would say that as well because I've seen a few commercials of them. I don't really watch TV like that. I can't believe I've become that person. I used to be
Me,
on
me,
TV at all times.
Me too. Like I watch a couple shows like Survivor, Top Chef, RuPaul's
Hmm.
Drag Race, 90 Day Fiance. I do watch TV, but I mostly watch YouTube. for the most part.
Ditto. Let's see. Lady Virgo says they are all kid. They are their kids. All are good kids. The oldest is married with kids now herself. Okay. Whew. Well, am I about to yawn? Don't mind me, y'all.
I
Don't
don't.
mind me.
It's just an indication
What is it an indication of, Jonathan?
that we about to go.
Oh wow! I just looked at how long we've been here. It's like, okay, this makes sense.
Right.
That's why I'm about to yawn.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh wait, I already read that. My bad. But yeah, why I don't know how we just get on these topics. I don't know how we just do it, but I love that you guys stick around just to have the conversation with us. Elton Roberts says, I am weirdly intrigued by the Welcome to Platteville show, but won't tune in. I want to see what that is. Welcome. What's that? Welcome. WELCOME.
I've never heard of that before. Welcome to Platteville.
As soon as I typed in welcome, it popped up. Oh, this was like another reality show as well with the family. Let's see what these people talking about. They just announced it.
I don't trust it. These people do not.
Oh, this is season 8. Season 8's coming on tomorrow. Episode 1, Kim returns to the family farm to create her forever home while Ethan struggles to start all over in Georgia. Newlyweds Lydia and Zach finally confront the Plath family, oh Lord, about issues that hurt them leading up to, okay. Huh. Well, they've been on for a lot of seasons. You know what show I watch over and over again, Jonathan?
Ooh, what show?
Little Women. The Little Women of LA. I can watch that first season. It was gold. I can watch that first season over and over and over again. The first and second season.
For me, the Little Women's show's drama was just so petty that
yes,
I could not hold on to it. I just could not hold on to it.
But there are some people was kind of easy to hate. Okay. So it was kind of it was satisfying to see the issues. Gotcha. And might be a little bit better. Little Women LA.
Okay.
The Little Women Atlanta, you could tell it's contrived, but the but the one New York, there's one girl on there. It was basically looking down on everybody that had jobs in entertainment.
Oh, okay.
And basically telling everybody you need a real job.
Entertainment, little people entertainment. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And basically, like, you're holding on to a dream, trying to be respected in the entertainment, and this is all they see us as. And like, basically, she cutting people down, including her sister-in-law that really wants to be an actress.
Wow.
And that foolishness was just in one season. The first season. The second season was good. And one of them, and one of the young men on that show, because the Little Women had a little gay man on there.
Oh, okay.
On the New York season, Jonathan, you might want to watch it. I think he comes out to his does he come out to his parents? I think he does.
Okay.
But he's from I think he's from his nationality, he's from Thailand. So
okay.
So it's custom for them to stay in the house with his family until he gets married.
Oh, gotcha.
So, trying to figure out how that's going. Lady Virgo says, Jojo, I think you were talking about the roll-off dad was handsome from Little People Big World. Huh, Little People Big World. Little people. I tell you, Google be listening.
Uh
No, but I think this is Little People Big World. This the family that had a lot going on. This is the one I didn't watch.
okay. Yeah, that wasn't the guy I was talking about, Lady Virgo. I was talking
Mhm.
about a black little person who was trans. And the show was only him and his girlfriend. It was just
Mhm.
them two.
His name Matt Roloff. They had the Roloff farm. It was a tourist attraction. Yeah, yeah, that's the one I didn't want to watch because they ended up getting divorced and all that stuff. I was like, oh no,
Oh,
this
okay.
ain't for me. I need an abundance of love going on. Okay.
Yeah.
Miss Kim says, was Miss Juicy on that show? Yes, ma'am. The Atlanta version of Little Women. She was
Little
on
Women
that
Adventure.
show. Um, to be honest, look, Miss Juicy, she was, can I say weirdly? She might have been one of the most down to earth person on that show.
Absolutely. Because she kept it real for the most part. You know
At
what I'm
all
saying?
times, kept it real, kept it about the money, kept it, you know what I'm saying, there. I just hate that that young lady, please forgive me for not knowing her name right at the moment, but she passed away. I think that's crazy.
It is in a car accident.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember what her name was either.
Don't worry, I'm about to find it. I
Miss
gotta pay respect. Hold on.
I know she called herself Miss Something Baby, and Miss Juicy
Yeah,
was telling her that she stole it from her.
her name is Ashley
Minnie.
Ross, Miss Minnie.
Minnie.
Yeah. Not to shade her like that too much, but yeah, Ashley wanted to be Miss Juicy. It was clear.
It was obvious.
Rather obvious. And did you watch the Texan one? Yo, the Dallas one was okay too. That was that one they were fighting.
Oh
Like the one
wow.
in Atlanta too. Atlanta was fighting, but it
Yeah,
was
they
really
sure
stupid.
was. They was throwing things, and I
Yeah,
think Miss Minnie's mother threw some chicken at Miss Juicy in a club or something like that. Yeah,
they
they
sure
was
did.
they was fighting.
And Miss Juicy held that grudge real tight. I said, yes,
I
that's how
mean,
you
but
do it.
could you blame her?
Uh, of course not.
Mm-mm.
But the Little Women in Dallas, that one was crazy because it had Caucasian little women acting stupid over
Mm.
men and all that stuff. I was like,
Mm.
this is a mess. And they had a huge fight on there too. That's the
Wow.
first season worth watching too.
Okay.
Watch the first season of New York and Dallas.
In LA, you said LA too.
Oh, I love LA.
Yeah.
But New York had a different kind of like, it was different. That was different. New York. And because they had Lily on there. Lily, she is an alcoholic, but you know them kind of people that's always acting at all times. That's
Mm-hmm.
always putting on. That's
Mm-hmm.
always somebody. That's always, there's always something going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing something for a reason. Well, we first see her, and that's why there's a New York Little Women, because she was connected to the main girl on LA.
Okay.
She was going out with the main girl's at that time boyfriend, now husband.
Wow.
And he called her just a little fling, you know what I'm saying? Just a little, they were calling her a little hoe, all that stuff, Jonathan.
Oh
It was
no.
horrible. This is the first season, Jonathan.
Mm.
There was a fight on that one too. Somebody got flipped. All
Wow.
you saw was feet in the air, Jonathan.
I don't want to see that. I'm sorry.
Yes, yes, you do.
I'm too scared somebody's gonna get hurt.
No, nobody got hurt.
Okay.
No
Okay.
one, no one got, no broken, no nothing. No, everybody
Okay.
was fine.
Okay.
But there was feet in the air. And that Lily, they hated her. Like if everybody hating each other, they were able to kind of focus the hate on Lily for a little
Okay.
bit until she
Okay.
went back to New York. You know, little mini boss, the black woman,
I'm not
mini
sure.
boss. Okay, because you ain't watching. Of course, you don't know her.
No.
Um, she was on Martin.
Okay.
But they were telling her to go back to New York, get out of here, and she
Wow.
was calling herself, "I'm a recovering addict," and and she was just as much as a mess, if not more, in New York. It was hilarious.
Mm.
Lady Virgo said, "Jen said feet in the air." They were in the air. I'm gonna leave before Jonathan continues to rub his eyes even further. Um, I know it's appalling. Anywho, may the Lord watch between me and thee while we're absent from one another. I want y'all to I want y'all to hold on to the Lord's unchanging hand.
Me and thee. I'm gonna start using that one, Jennifer.
Okay? Me and thee. Y'all, thank y'all for joining us on Foolishness Talk with Jennifer and Jonathan.
That's what we need to call it. Foolishness talk. That's exactly what it needs to be.
That's how I'm gonna change it. Cause I'm here. I am back to me.
Right.
So please put it in your cellular phone device, Jonathan. So you can send me a reminder right before this foolishness talk
Next Monday.
for next Monday.
Yes.
Thank y'all for joining us for the first iteration of Foolishness Talk. And I guess it's April is for the fools. That's when we started. And that does not come
Okay.
together right. That's not right. All right, you guys. We love you and we hope you have a great week. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for being up in the comments. Really appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe and do all that good stuff. We love you. Have a great night. Bye.
Bye.